Hello everybody! In this lesson, I will teach you how to add and subtract common fractions. I will discuss the 6 examples below. Let's look at some terminology. When I give you 5 over 8, then the 5 is called the numerator and the 8 is called the denominator. A mixed number consists of a whole number and a fraction. So the 3 is the whole number and the 2 over 7 is the fraction, and the whole thing is called a mixed number. An improper fraction, that is when the numerator is bigger than the denominator. For example, if I give you 47 over 5, it's very clear that the numerator is bigger than the denominator. Then it's called an improper fraction. Addition and subtraction of fractions. When adding and subtracting fractions, they must have the same denominator. So if you look at the first sum, 2 over 5 plus 3 over 5, can you see the denominator is 5? Therefore you can add 2 plus 3 becomes 5 over 5, and 5 over 5 can be simplified to 1. In the next sum, now we find 3 over 5 plus 1 over 3. The denominators aren't the same. So what we do is we find something we call the LCD. And you do that by taking the denominators and multiplying with each other. So the LCD will be 5 times 3 is 15. And now you go back to your sum and you say, on the first term, I multiplied the denominator by 3 to become 15. And then there's a rule that says what I do under the line, I do on top of the line. So I will also multiply this top 3, the numerator, by 3. And then on the next term, there's a 3 as a denominator. So I will multiply the 3 by 5 to become 15. And the rule, what I do under the line, I do on top of the line. Therefore, in the next step, it becomes 3 times 3 is 9 over 15 plus 5 times 1 is 5 over 15. And then now your denominators are both 15, they are the same, so you can add the numerators by saying 9 plus 5 over 15, which is 14 over 15. Then in the next sum, 2 and a third minus a seventh, there's a problem, and your problem is that that number is a mixed number, the first term. So we first have to write that as an improper fraction, and we do that by saying 2 times 3 plus 1 is 7 over 3 minus a seventh. Now I want to subtract them, but the denominators aren't the same. So I will find a LCD. And you find the LCD by saying 3 times 7, which is 21. Then in the next step, the first term, the 7 over 3, you multiplied the 3 as the denominator by 7. So what you do under the line, you do on top of the line. So you will also multiply by 7 on the numerator. And then minus a seventh, therefore the numerator was multiplied by 3. What I do under the line, I do on top of the line. And then the next step will be 7 times 7 is 49 over 7 times 3 is 21, the new denominator, minus 3 times 1 is 3 over 21. So the denominators are the same, therefore we can say 49 minus 3 over 21, which is 46 over 21. But that number is now an improper fraction, and we can make it a mixed number by saying 21 goes into 46 twice, and you're left with 4 over 21. Let's simplify this one. 2/5 plus 3 over 2 minus a fifth. So what we will do is we need to find the LCD. And the LCD here will be 10. So we can say 5 times 2 is 10, and that's how you get to the LCD. And then you take each term individually, and now you will multiply the numerator as well as the denominator with the same number to get this denominator to 10. So the first term we will multiply with 2 over 2. The next one, the 3 over 2, this we will multiply by 5 over 5. And then the minus a fifth we will multiply by both numerator and denominator 2 over 2. And then we end with, on the numerator, 2 times 2 is 4, and the denominator 2 times 5 is 10. The next term, 5 times 3 is 15 over 10, and 2 times 1 is 2 over 10. So now that they are all over the same denominator, namely 10, we can add them. So we write it as 4 plus 15 minus 2, and the answer 17 tenths. But remember, this is an improper fraction. So let's write it as a mixed number, and that one you can convert into 1 and 7 tenths. I added this sum because of the 4. What is happening there? There's nothing there as a denominator, so that implies it's over invisible 1. So the LCD here will be 3 times 2 is 6. So in the end, we will have an LCD of 6. Let's see. The first, okay, and can you see I wrote the 4 as 4 over 1. So on the first term, we will multiply both numerator as well as the denominator by 2 over 2. The second term, we will multiply both by 3 over 3, and even this one. But now we will multiply the 4 over 1 by 6. 6 over 6, because we want this denominator of 1 to become 6. Then we end with 2 times 2 is 4 over 6, plus 3 times 3 is 9 over 6, minus 4 times 6, 24 over 6. So now your LCD is 6, the denominators are all the same, and we can write it as one term. 4 plus 9 minus 24, and we end with negative 11 over 6. And that's a mixed number. Let's write it as a proper fraction. So we can write it as minus 1 and 5 over 6. Let's do this one. 3 and 2 sevenths plus 2 and 5 over 7. So remember, right at the beginning, I said when it's a mixed number, we will first turn this into improper fractions. So the first thing we will do is we will say 3 times 7 plus 2 is 23 over 7. And then this one, 2 times 7 plus 5 is 19 over 7. So now both terms have the same denominator, 7. The LCD is 7, and we can write them together. 23 plus 19 over 7, 42 over 7, and that one we can simplify to 6. Let's do another one. On this one, the LCD will be 12. We will say 4 times 3 is 12, and then this one is already 12. So LCD 12. We will take each term individually and turn the denominators into 12 by saying this one. We will multiply with 3 over 3. The second term we will multiply by 4 over 4. And then this last one we will multiply with nothing since it's already over 12. In the next step we will say 3 times 2 is 6 over 12. Minus 4 times 1 is 4 over 12, and we bring the 3 twelfths down. Now they are all over 12, so we can add them. Add and subtract. 6 minus 4 plus 3, everything over 12, gives you 5 twelfths. In the next video, I will discuss multiplication and division of common fractions. Click on the video in the left-hand corner to take you straight to the next video.